the voice for the voiceless. In a world where human rights are too often ignored, where justice feels out of reach and peace is threatened by inequality, GBB stands tall. We champion the rights of every Nigerian, at home and abroad. Justice isn't a privilege, it's a right. Peace isn't optional, it's essential. We fight for equity, dignity, and the protection of human rights. GBB is more than a voice, it's a movement. We're talking to do. We speak up, we stand up, and we act. Together, we can build a Nigeria where every voice is heard and every citizen is valued. GBB Advocacy for human rights, justice, peace, and equity. Join us. Be the voice, be the change. Contact us on +234 707 7708 297 0803 330 6500. Introducing GBB Advocacy, the voice for the voiceless. In a world where human rights are too often ignored, where justice feels out of reach and peace is threatened by inequality, GBB stands tall. We champion the rights of every Nigerian, at home and abroad. Justice isn't a privilege, it's a right. Peace isn't optional, it's essential. We fight for equity, dignity, and the protection of human rights. GBB is more than a voice, it's a movement. We're talking to do. We speak up, we stand up, and we act. Together, we can build a Nigeria where every voice is heard and every citizen is valued. GBB Advocacy for human rights, justice, peace, and equity. Join us. Be the voice, be the change. Contact us on +234 70.
All right. Good afternoon, this afternoon, viewers all over the world, members of the general platform of the Nigerian grant ecosystem, the labor and productivity arena, the members of the general public, our daddy, our father. This is the voice for all. This is the voice of Nigerians. And this is the member of the general public working together, marching together, showcasing themselves to be patriotic Nigerians that will neither nor ever take laws into their hands. So today, this afternoon, we are officially commissioning the GBB Advocacy, the program called Jagaban Talakawa Italawa. That is the voice of the ordinary people, the voice of the Nigerian people at the grassroots, the voice of our leaders, bridging the gap between the ordinary people and the government. We want to appreciate God for making it possible for us to be here this afternoon. And by the special grace of God, I want to believe that whatever we are going to be discussing this afternoon will yield interest, as our leaders are already listening to us. Good afternoon, everybody present in the remote studio. I'm going to be bringing you live, and I want to believe that Nigerians who are going to be watching this program will be very proud of you for coming together and making this a sacrifice to give back to the society. Thank you very much, and good afternoon. Daddy, I think the people who are with you there, I will want you to start by introducing yourself, even though everybody will know you by your voice, and let them also introduce themselves with your co-pilots that are there with you in the studio as we proceed straight into our discussion. And with me in the studio here, I have the head of the radio program. She's coming right away. And the Francis Ota Agbo, the leader of the people of Ado and members of the Zone C people, plus our daddy, the national think tank the Tinubu National Think Tank, the coordinator, the founder, Honorable Jahil Adewale Adeogun, is a wonderful man. He's right now in the US and is also there for the purpose of this mobilization from Mr. President, working to achieve this aim of empowerment. We have spoken since he traveled, he has shared pictures with us, and this is the right time for us to use this opportunity to make the name that we have been looking for as good Nigerian and patriotic citizens. Thank you very much, Daddy. Over to you. Viewers all over the world from the remote station, few members of the advocacy rightly are going to be joining us, and we will be listening to them as we go on. Thank you very much. You may introduce yourself now, sir.
You are all over the world. I remain your humble but the elder statesman in the British system, Reverend Doctor and Colonial Art. Doctor, I know this is technology the household in so anybody that is offensive to the included in Nigeria. Yes, I second our leader and the defending forces leadership have said I am here with some people, members of the advocacy frontiers that are here, and as a matter of fact, since it is a issue of the media, I just wanted you to reflect the entire brand ecosystem, and I believe the advocacy I am from the United Central area. I have decided to pick up from the southeast region called the geological group of Nigeria, another person from the south, and another person from the northeast. In our subsequent appearances, I will decide to pick people from the public, from the southwest, and from the
All right. Thank you very much for joining the struggle and for speaking out for those who cannot speak for themselves. Next person. Thank you, Mr. Victor from South, and I want to believe that this representative will be of very high quality, transparent, and leadership to emulate. Thank you very much. You're welcome to the advocacy. Next person. Thank you very much, Nancy. Welcome to the advocacy, the voice of all, the program called Jagaban Talakawa. So all of you in the remote station there are referred to as Jagaban Talakawa because you people are the voice of the ordinary people from the grassroots to the highest office in Aso Rock. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the leadership of our nation and also to extend our heartfelt appreciation to our members, most especially those that you people are going to be speaking out for today. Nobody should be discouraged. Advocacy is for all, because you people were privileged to be among the one-day summit, and it was echoing very laudable that the 70 million Nigerians that belong to this group will want to consolidate their effort to be able to achieve the goal of sustainable development in line with renewed hope agenda. And today, by the grace of God, the opportunity is given to us, and it's left for us now to speak outrightly, to follow instruction according to the mandate that is with us. So on behalf of the legal team, the head of the unit, she has called this afternoon that the necessary information that we required for every NGO partners, every leader in the grant community, those in the ministry, and also in the public sector. This advocacy is for all of us. People are complaining the government is not there for them. The government is not anywhere to be founded when people needed support. And on this note, Jagaban Talakawa Italawa is the voice of all of you. And we are going to do nothing but the best. And we must remain committed to nation building. So good afternoon, everybody listening to us. Some of us who have been in the system for the past 5, 6, 7 years, 10, 11, 12, did not even have in-depth knowledge of how the opportunity of grants come to Nigeria. And because we are not opportune, most of us made mistake wrongly, accusing ourselves by doing the wrong thing ourselves. Because if you go back to the drawing board, 50, 70% of the procedure of the subscription was not proper. But nothing is too difficult to be corrected, or nothing is too difficult to do the right thing, and we still stand the chance to ensure that we are able to achieve this very great opportunity, because grants and opportunity is not a right. So, Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Agbochenu, sorry, we are going to give you opportunity to educate your children, to tell some of us that are new, that are still coming into this system, for us to have little knowledge, because the leadership of the ecosystem in the past has not been very stable. And now that with this mandate and the partnership of the agency, in line with renewed hope agenda, to mobilize all NGOs across the 36 states to partner with Mr. President, and under the leadership of our own senior brother, the APC national chairman, which we believe that he has the capacity and he has the audacity, and he's a humanitarian and he's a listening leader. So we want to also give an opportunity to be able to harness ourselves and give a listening ear to the authority and see what God can do for us. So that we are going to have a very special session of interaction, both of you in the remote studio and myself here, and then my co-presenter. We are going to be discussing, and if there is any question, please let's throw light on it so that our younger ones that are going to be listening to this program can understand detail about some of this grant or how they came into Nigeria. With this program is going to last for it's still for 2 hours, but we have already exhausted 30 minutes during our preparation, and those latecomers that kept us till now, we will treat their issue later. So Nigerians, please bear with us. We want to be Takunadu. So advocacy every Tuesday, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 2 hours program for us to speak about our expectation. May God bless you, sir. Over to you now, sir, and give us 5 minutes or 10 minutes to give us preamble of how this whole thing started, because we believe that you have in-depth knowledge of all the grant system in Nigeria. God bless you, sir. And sorry, before I hand over the mic to you, those people on the channel who subscribe, who are already key to the thing. If you don't release your camera, there's no way I can bring you. Your cameras are hidden, and then I can't bring a blank camera to the screen. So if you want to join us live from the remote from the stream channel, please just open your camera. I'm going to drop another link again. Sometime we used to have challenge when the network is not too strong, but this one I don't think is network, but I am still going to get another link now and drop for you people again. All right, Daddy, over to you now. Thank you very much. Okay, Daddy, before you summarize, make we enter inside market so that those who sit down with us, they go there comfortable. Make we enter market for only 1 minute.
Grassroots bridge builders for the people, powered by CEO Ibrahim Moses Igochi. Let's go! Advocacy for the people, we go far. Environment everywhere, shining star. Skills acquisition for a better day. Innovation to light the way. Gbb for the people, say Gbb. From the grassroots, say Gbb. We build, we care, we lead, we share. We care, we
All right, welcome back to the studio. This is about our advocacy. We build, we share, we plan, and we success. Over to you, Daddy. Thank you very much. Enter the market and let's do our advocacy.
The word is that you can make it, and it has been semantic. But as a matter of fact, the idea of the views is like that from 2000, 2015, 2000,
Your line is breaking up very seriously, sir. Your line is breaking up very seriously. Your line is breaking up very seriously. Yes, it's breaking up very seriously.
Okay, what I do?
I hope you're not live on your phone.
Huh?
Are you live on your phone?
I'm not lying.
Oh, okay, because it's breaking up very seriously. So maybe we take it gently. Let's see again.
Okay.
No, go on. Now it's better now. Yeah.
the
Yeah, Pastor Isaac, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you very much. It is a great lesson, and we have to learn it the right way. The advocacy for the people, the Jagaban Talakawa Italawa, is crying out for those outside felt marginalized. And there's always a say that said, we can't reach out to Mr. President. We can't reach out to our leaders. This is the voice that we dialogue for you. This is the voice that we take our cry to the government. This is the voice that will not be against any individual, but stand for the purpose of unity. You're welcome to this advocacy. Today is a great moment. A lot of people are connecting, people are calling in, and they are beginning to know that there are certain situations in life that our leaders need to be aware. Mr. President, the Vice President, the APC National Chairman, the NDLA boss, Uba Marwa, and the DG Nazda. These are the governments that we are working with. And I believe If Mr. President is involved in anything, solution is by the side. We want to pray, we want to thank God for this unity. And for anybody that is going to be watching this program, we want everybody to be rest assured that this government is listening to us and is ready to do the needful. So thank you very much. And your people from your region, they are all here waiting to hear from you their little experience in the ecosystem. And like we have done here. Over to you, sir.
Okay, okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Correct.
I agree with you, sir.
That's you, Monday. We're listening to you. Yeah. Go on. Mm. Kai.
He's still hiding somewhere in Abuja.
Kai.
Just speak.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. You see, the journey of success is not made by road alone. We have all come together as one nation, one Nigeria, to speak out our challenges. Because at this point we are challenged. And if there's anybody that is against the fact that we say we are challenged, the person can provide us solution. We'll be very willing to surrender and give every opportunity to that person. Nigerians watching this program, this is GBB Advocacy, the program called Jagaban Talakawa Italawa. Those that are outside, your people are already outside, Mr. President. If you're watching this program, we are doing this program together with our key stakeholders and leaders of this nation that have exact decisions to make. This is the highest point of advocacy where we can take our cries to, if truly this government is for the government of the people, like democracy stands. Mr. President, sir, this message is your message. We are citizens of Nigeria and we want to be a law abiding citizen. We want to be patriotic Nigerians. We want to join the force of positive change. And that is why anywhere we see our APC National Chairman, Professor Natawe, is a man, is a humanitarian already. And all the NGOs are weeping when the man left the Ministry of Humanitarian. But still, it's in the leadership arena. And we are going to cry. We are going to take our members in millions, in thousands. So long as he remains humanitarian, we're going to work together. So I want to assure all NGO members, over the 70 million NGOs that are with us, your cry is already before Mr. President. We are live on air with Mr. President, with the Vice President, with the APC National Chairman, with the Executive Chairman of the NDLEA, and the head boy of the agency of the National Space Research Development Agency. I call him the head boy of the agency because he is one person that says, what can you do? And that word continues to inspire me. And that is where we are today. Let's go back to the next person. Why Mr. President sit and watch what happened. This story is getting more interesting. Over to you, my brother. Yes, go on.
people around me. Part of that solution, in fact. And we were expecting that something good to come for us. And I brought in so many persons. In fact, sitting here, I got most of the stuff on the last week. But today, just like my weeks attack, you think that they have failed. That is exactly what has happened to each and every one of us. We have brought in people into this land to better their lives. But at the end of the day, we ended up parting from just like one of my colleagues who come and died. Some died because of this grant. I have a brother who died because of this grant. He was coming to Abuja to meet me for a meeting. And on his way back, he had an accident. It was one of my coordinators. Had an accident and died. And today they were prepared to meet. I have so many cases that I cannot, what is it called? Okay, now I'm one of integrity. But because of this grant, my integrity was questioned. Those are God helping me. Some people will say, at first. I remember one person told me that, I used to trust you, but now they trust is because of you. They trust is 50-50 now. And they say, I will not trust you because if it's like for anything, I will say good, but if it's for that positive, I know the word is not coming from you. You are bringing what I have given you to bring to me. And so at that, I will say you are not at fault. But he also warned me to be careful of the community. And when you see somebody coming up like this, you'll be so happy that because of the day, all the things that you've gone through, all the things that the people have gone through, all the pains and the suffering that people have gone through will come to an end. We'll be so glad to see that at the end of the day, something has come out of it. So many times that we want to say, but we believe, we came here because we believe that God will help us and something better, something good will come in. I pray that God help us as we continue to export together.
Thank you very much, Madam. Among men, we have a brave woman, and I want to appreciate you for coming into the advocacy. The advocacy is for all. That is why we said we will not make it a tax for all of us to be able to sit down at the radio station or sit down anywhere. With time, we can do this program from our comfort zone because our voice needs to be heard, and this is the right time for us to do it. Viewers all over the world, Nigerians watching this program, this is Grassroots Bridge Builders, and we said New Nigeria is possible. New Nigeria can be possible when we change our attitude, when we reverse back to ourselves originality. The lies that we have been telling ourselves from behind is what is playing out right now. Because if you have not told me the truth yesterday, today, presently, I can't have the truth anymore because in the past you told me lies. So I believe and I pray that every lie told to us, God will convert it to positive and convenient communications that will yield interest for us in Jesus' name. Those of us that are serious with what we're doing, we know that we have a listening president, very listening president. I keep referring to people that I have my reason to say we have to remain with the president, because if you have access to the president, our problem is solved. And the only way our problem can solve is what we are doing right now. You have been appointed as member of the advocacy voluntarily to work to speak out for those that you brought to this colony. You brought them for the purpose of good. But today, reverse is the case. So please, my brothers and sisters, on our way to watch this program, this is not advocacy, and this advocacy no be for only grant, not for any issue where you get. But grant come up because we did possible to see the leaders the day of this summit, and it's one of the areas of our challenge. And you can see that a patriotic daddy stood up, called his children together and said, now it's time. With this mandate, with these 5 persons before us, in front of us, we can achieve this goal. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're not fighting anybody. We are working according to instruction so that what my father has passed through, what my mother has gone through, will one day become a source of joy for all of us. We have so many people online. I have not decided to release a telephone line. That's why many people are trying to reach us since, but it's very important so that some of us will see that we are not part of the beginning of this whole thing, but all of us came in. And before you came in, people are already there, and you expected that they have done the needful. All the verifications and everything they're supposed to do, they have done it. So that's why they say if the person where they front fall down, every other person where they follow from behind, they will fall uselessly. That is what happened to everybody. But we're not saying that all hope is lost. No, the hope cannot lost, because if the hope lost, the government is standing there to intervene for us. And intervention is not what they promise you. This is what I want us to get straight and communicate it rightly to our people. Because as foreign aids are coming, asking what is happening, what can we do, it will become a major interest any moment from now. It will not be just me and you and others that are there right now. But I want us to know that whatever that is given to us is for us to make very good use of it. It's not our right. It is just because of mercy that we have a listening president, and we have to work on that channel. Please, as you are going to be going out for advocacy meetings, there are questions that may likely come to you, and I want us to take note of it today, so that by tomorrow or in the nearest future, when such questions arrive, we will not have any cause for alarm. GBB is partnering with the current government to empower the 50 million youth the president promised as part of his 8-point agenda. And on this note, we are partnering with the National Space Research Development Agency to ensure that our children, the children of these men in the grand community, the children of the second government, NGO is the second government of any nation. When the country is challenged, the NGO comes in, and this is where we come in, because it is a general call by Mr. President for we to partner and come forth with what we can achieve. Here we have skills acquisition as part of our contribution to nation building. And as part of your being working for this advocacy, you are 100% a partner of the advocacy and also the skills acquisition. So you should be seeing yourself like one of the pioneers of this platform, because you are coming here to contribute to your quarters, leaving your assignment at home, coming this afternoon to sit down in the remote station to work with us. God will pay you for this sacrifice. And Nigerians will write your names in the record that our children will come and see it for coming out for these selfless services. We want Nigerians to get set. Members of the NGOs across the nation, it's your time to smile. It's your time to dance rightly. It is your time to change your footsteps. I want you to work with the advocacy. Give us the authority to speak on behalf of you. It is your choice. We are not telling anybody, come and be part of us. But those who believe that unity can work, I'm sure they are already there in spirit. A lot of calls are coming in, that this is the best they have been looking for, to have opportunity. And for you that want to join this program from outside, next time, you go contact the Advocacy Communication Unit, which Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Abochenu will announce. He's our elder statesman, and he's working with us like the Gen Z youth of age. So we will give him all the support. And once you book your time for next week Tuesday, every Tuesday by 1 o'clock to 3, we'll start this program. Today we're late 30 minutes behind because I have so many arrangements was not in place, but thank God we're able to achieve this. This program is live, and the footage of the entire crew will be coming on tomorrow morning for you to be able to assess and know those who are working with the advocacy. If you have your complaint, you can call them. They will tell you the process of your submission of your complaint, and we'll take it off from there. In any state, we are going to have state coordinators for the advocacy. This has nothing to do with the NGOs, and this has nothing to do with the training section. It is advocacy. And in the local government, we are going to borrow our head of trainings and head of NGOs to help us speed up anything that we need to find out if a case is reported. So that means if you are in Sokoto and you have problem in any of the local government, all you need to do is to get across to your state, and they'll get across to us and book out time for you and the opponent so that we can hear you out and we'll provide solution. Our APC National Chairman, Professor Natai, is a man who doesn't want escalation. He wants everything to be resolved amicably, and he wants us to remain committed in one place. This mandate that we are standing on is the mandate of intellectual revolution that government cannot do it all. And for what we can do is what we are doing right now. So Daddy, I would like to ask one question. I don't know if I'm permitted to ask that question so that I need an answer, because questions are coming to me and I need to throw it in immediately, because that is the headquarter of information that you are there. And if there's no question you guys cannot answer, I don't think anybody can answer that question in this advocacy as we sit right now regarding the grant ecosystem. And this is the question. Somebody said that then that they are not NGOs and they are beneficiaries that are working, that are subscribing to the NGOs, that are they part of the advocacy or it's just for the NGO? So I, on my own, everybody that is involved in what we are doing, so long as you are from the grant ecosystem, you are part of the advocacy. And every NGO has the data of their members, which is called the cluster and the cluster heads. And I want to believe that we have more than enough information for the government for what they require. So that in this case, the complaint is actually based on the NGOs, CEOs that will give us the mandate and the information of those they have. And I think the NGOs on the data profiling should be able to give us the numbers of their clusters and members of the platform and what has been achieved and what is yet to be achieved. I don't know how we are going to look at these people, because the beneficiaries, the cluster head, they are the youth that are involved in this whole long-standing saga. What do you think, and how do we address this issue in this data collection?
Two, yeah,
All right, and he's watching this program live. He's also listening to us. That is a very quite good response coming from our daddy, Reverend Dr. Bartolome Agbochenu, the man with the database of grant ecosystem and design in Nigeria. Viewers all over the world, we are not separated. We used to be separated, now we are together. Anybody who subscribes to any grants, this is not just grant, including the issue of landlord and tenant. You forget to mention to your children, because some of your children that are not paying for their house rent, and if they're allowed to give them opportunity to struggle, they go to court and throw them out. We have a couple of issues like this in our desk, and we have been dealing with it rightly, and some landlords are also apologizing right now for taking that action. The leadership of Nigeria today, under the command of uh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is standing against the out of assaulting tenant by landlord. And that is the reason why the renewed hope affordable house is actually springing up everywhere. We want to pray, and we want to give the opportunity for landlord and tenant to be able to remain together perfectly, to achieve this relationship by their agreement, so that when we see ourselves after the program or on the road, after I park from your house, I will face you and say, "Good afternoon, my landlord." Because if you throw my load out of your house and I see you for outside, do you think you will greet that person cordially and remember that he has rendered you a shelter in the past? So, landlord, we want you to calm down. And those people who have brought your cases for landlord issue, we are treating them very urgently, because shelter first before anything. You may not even have food now, but you can sleep in your house. But if you don't have a house and you have food, will you eat the food and stand outside naked? So we must address the issue of landlord and tenant, and we are speaking to all our senior citizens, the ministries that are in charge, to look into this matter, and most especially the courts that are within our community that they normally go to take all of this authority before sending our children out of their houses. We want them to please take note that we frown at that attitude. So part of our jurisdiction covers landlord and tenant, and you bring your letter of affidavit, or you go to the website www.gbbhub.com. You will see complaint button, and when you click on that complaint, you will be able to lay your complaint and then relate with the channel to obtain your information of affidavit, and then attorney of any kind that will be able to speak on behalf of you. So, Daddy, we want to ask another question again, and the question is coming from your people, because they're actually chatting me live directly, and they're also applauding everybody in the studio there, even though they'll be seeing you people this night or tomorrow live on the television and part of our channel, but it's still they are appreciating this very move this afternoon, and it will continue every Tuesday 1 o'clock to 3, which is 2 hours of this program. We'll do it every week, and we will improve on it. Distance is not a barrier. Before the week, before the day of the program, try and book. If you want to be part of it remotely, you want to make your contribution, you want to be an anchor, please let us have your request, so that during the program we can put a call across to you, or you can call in and be able to make your contribution and speak to your people. Subscribers, please make una take and pele pele with our NGO partners. We have come together to work together, and under our leader, our brother Natawe, and the president, we are going to achieve very speedily response coming to us from this set of people. And we also take complaint of our brothers and sisters we don't work for company. As they don't work for company, some of them don't retire, some don't resign, some were sacked, and they have been deducting their pension and everything from them. And some of them are not been able to even go to have 50% of their money, or as speculated. So if you have such issue, we're going to be talking with PENCOM what is their responsibility on this matter, so that Nigerians who are working can leave the offices with joy. After work, na gratuity, na be the reason why we dey go work. So if we work and there's no gratuity and there is no after payment, that means we have labored for nothing. And the money should come on time, so that you can make good use of it. not when you work and you start pursuing the money for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you got frustrated. Before the money comes, you are weak. It's no longer useful for you. We want our government to look into that aspect as well, because we want to be able to make use of our money now that we are still very strong and ready to play. I think that solved that person's question. He said he's raising his thumb up and is happy about it. The person, his name is Gloria Martin from Rivers. She said she brought a lot of people into the grant community, and right now that uh, she's not together with her husband anymore. And the reason was because of too many people were coming to ask her for the payment of their money, those who collected money from them, and all of that. And the husband did not support that project from the one. So as we speak, she is not with her husband. Madam, this case is actually sympathetic. We will look into that matter. You text your telephone number, your details to us. Myself and the member of the ecosystem will come into it and see how they can unite you back and your husband, because a lot of people are listening to this voice, and the problem is not because you knew it was not going to be successful at the time people expected. So husbands, please, let's give our wife another chance, another opportunity when we have issues. Sometimes they are lure into those issues unknowingly, or sometimes we call them weaker vessels. And because they are weak, people influence them negatively. And once it's not positive, they will not want to continue, and it will become a debt for you, the husband. And our wife, please, if you are going to do anything that has to do with donation, submission, or however, please from now, ensure to discuss it with your husband. If you can't discuss it with your senior brothers in the advocacy. This advocacy is for you, it's for everybody. Those that are physically challenged, those that are in the real pattern of needy, when you see them, you know them. We'll have a platform where we can touch the life of those that are truly the needy in the society. 1 naira can solve someone's problem. 2 naira can solve someone's problem. But I want to believe, with what we know, with what we are doing, by the special grace of God, we are going to achieve this result in a no time. And I believe that our leaders coming to us now, appealing that we should not allow uprising, but we should maintain peace and unity, will be able to give us enabling support and necessary tools for us to carry this assignment. Daddy, if there's anything that you would want us to know outside the advocacy for your children and advice that you have for the people that are going to be bringing their information, because based on what you provide for us is what we are using to speak for you. And once we get the letter and the form ready from the legal unit, I will also expect you to look at it in group and then take it to court and get a true certified copy on it, and also to our police unit, because we are very many and anything can happen to any of us anywhere. And at this time, we should be able to stand up and speak up for ourselves when anything is wrong, as part of our mandate in the advocacy. And if you have any problem, most especially those who have worked for the leadership before now and did not achieve anything, that are complaining, your complaint is in order. This is the right channel, and that program is every Saturday. We take it up. I think in the evening, I'll check the time every Saturday. Youth and women in politics. We must remain in politics for us to make exact decision. So I want to appreciate all of you that are in the remote studio. But one thing that I would like us to know is the journey of success has started with this group, and we must remain together to make sure that everything we tie here is what we want the government to do for the people, and we'll achieve our result. Before the end of this week, we are going to have a visit to few of our seniors in the agency and our royal fathers within Abuja and then the North Central, because this fight for justice is a fight for all, and we must establish the true fact and the foundation of fact to us and to our brothers that are not here. Thank you very much. all of you there. The floor is open, and I want contribution because people are listening and watching and want to hear something that will make Nigerians happy. So, are we happy to be together this afternoon? Everybody that is there and those that are watching the program, they are very happy, and they say they want to know when next they want to connect. Some say I'm a cluster head, some say I'm this. I'm not even looking for my money. I want to belong to where I can have information. This is what people are saying right now on the media. And we will also be creating opportunity for interaction. Once things happen, let's get the information, even if we're not on air. We'll immediately communicate to the radio house and we'll spring into action. Advocacy is about action. Advocacy is about rest of mind. And advocacy is about deploying the reality in you, because it's a reality talk show magazine. Before I open the floor, this is exactly 1 hour, 3 minutes. We are going to be winding down this program in the next 10 minutes. I want us to listen to one of the message that the children are sending us to our leaders. And let's listen to this song.
Government must answer us now. Too many cries can't silence the sound. Babylonia soldier killing again. Innocent blood falling like rain. Ibrahim, Madaka call. Stand for the people, justice for all. Put the record straight, truth must be free. Break down the chains of hypocrisy. Government must answer us now. Too many cries can't silence the sound. Babylonia soldier killing again. Innocent blood falling like rain. Bastards of Babylon, gangsters in disguise, spreading corruption, covering lies. But the voice of the people, it never dies. Freedom is rising, open your eyes. Ibrahim, do it again. Voice of the people, stronger than pain. From Nigeria to Jamaica land, rise up, unite, take a stand. I'm a government.
United and stand. If we are not united, we cannot stand. And if we are waiting for the government to do it alone, the government cannot do it. So this opportunity and this task given to us, we have to maintain it and we have to stand on that mandate. And I want to appreciate every one of you this afternoon that we have started the journey. You can see by my right, those are mothers who labored in the hot afternoon, who send their children to school, who take money because of this opportunity. And what we get in return is drug abuse. We must stand for our children. We must be committed to everything that they are doing. And we must give them that opportunity that we don't have. We can't do it ourselves. We need God in our life. As you have been appointed today to stand as advocacy for the people of the members, over 70 million people, God will give you the strength. The truth will come to play that with unity, love, the purpose of life will be open. There's nothing we can do without God in our life. So I want to appreciate you, everybody, those who are watching the program, those who will be watching it later, that the advocacy, the GBB advocacy is now open. And the dialogue for empowerment for youth is on this platform. The National Think Tank for Tinubu, Dr. Adewale Adeogo, is in the US right now, and is there for the sake of our mobilization, the sake of what we are crying for, and for him to witness the one-day summit and saw what we say we are and who we are. It is the true mission that we will achieve our result by the special grace of God. Thank you very much. So before we go, we want somebody to pray for us and commit us into the hand of God as we move for next Tuesday. We are going to be on the dot 1 o'clock, no minute to be after it, so that we can be able to achieve more times and invite many people to talk with us via remote call. Thank you very much. The floor is open now to somebody to pray for us and close the program for today in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you very much. At this point, I think this is where we'll call it a day and we'll draw the curtain. So, viewers all over the world, Nigerians watching this program every Tuesday by 1 p.m. to 3, we are live on air, and the channel is Grassroots Bridge Builders on YouTube, and then on Facebook is the Bridge Builders. And if you want to look at me, you can also go on Ibrahim Moses Igochet Facebook page, and you'll be with us live. I advise you to go and follow us so that you can get more information, because this is what has kept us for the past 12 years, and we are very close to the end of that journey, and God will see us through. Thank you very much. Have a lovely afternoon. See you again by next week, Tuesday, same time. Alekwi Hofadania.
Must
Gloria.
answer us now.